Have you ever felt? Are you listening? Damn.
Here is what we see recently in the market. We didn't go below 5,500, sort of holding this level, but again we didn't go immediately up from that point. This movement didn't play out as like in my opinion, and currently I'm more inclined to see the further drop to below $5,000, or at least to this level. This is my standpoint and I'm still holding that. And the only positive thing is that we see the tether closing to approaching $1 level, which is sort of a stabilization of the current position of Bitcoin as well, like indicating that. But still, if you remember, during the past couple of months, I was indicating this level, this area with like price of $6,400 plus minus $200, and I was claiming that, guys, this is a certainly very long accumulation of the position, and there's only the question where which kind of position is accumulating. Is a long position or it's a short position? And I was inclined to think that this is a long position because there is no reason to move the market down for even lower, because with all the history we were collecting, at the price of 6,000 plus something dollars, and if we'll make it much lower, then the capital would have to stay there for long, and it is not profitable in general, especially in such a dynamic market as crypto market, and it will not be able to stay there because there might be exploding pressure from the buyers, and it is very risky. So I was hoping, and I was like not hoping, I believe that this is the long position accumulation, and still I didn't exclude the fact that we may go lower from that, but that would be not because of the selling this, but because of the fact that we will need to shake out people and make a V-shaped reversal, and this is what I expected. And it's basically happening, and at the moment I still believe that we will see the second part of that eventually. The thing is, if we would assume that this is a short position and we would have to sell sold this, I mean huge players in the market, so they sold here and they have to buy somewhere else. So this is a very long and huge volume accumulation of the short position, should be bought somewhere either much lower than this level at the current price, or it should be, because the volume is not that huge here comparing to the integral volume around here. So, or we should stay here for much longer time to accumulate this position. So either of that seem to be unlikely. So I think it's still just the manipulative move. And another thing is, if it is just the long position accumulation, this is the way to make other people believe that we're going lower, but at the same time we could make even sharper jump from those levels without additional passenger on this train. And this is my standpoint still, so I believe that we will go like $5,000 because we didn't have like very sharp reversal in these levels. Finally, what I was thinking is, if you look at the logarithmic scale and switch to the exchange which has longer history like Bitstamp, and let's see, weekly chart, you will see that while previously we had this, if you remember, this RSI already mentioned somewhere around here, so this is indicating to a lower price after this. So maybe like if this is if this means like 5,500, so this means like below 5,000 at least. And also on the weekly chart we can also see a very nice falling wedge forming instead of the triangle, descending triangle, which we looked at for all those months around here. Now we see the descending wedge, and descending wedge or falling wedge is actually the bullish formation. And if you look at this formation, it would be like that. So, and it's actually very similar. So basically you would have to see the breakout of this formation eventually, and this breakout technically should go break up, right? So we'll go upwards from certain points after approaching the apex of this wedge. And I would think that actually before that we will break this level and see some initial like false breakout, and then only then we'll go upwards. So this is like very standard technical analysis behavior of the price. And finally, which I was going to mention, is that if we look at the daily chart, there's some kind of the indicator called Bollinger bands. If you don't know what is that, I highly recommend you to look at that. And currently we are quite below Bollinger bands for in the daily time scale, and it indicates that we have a very strong potential to go inside this band back again. Somewhere like closer position is 5,600 or something like that, and it played actually very well so far. We always were within the Bollinger bands if there is no the reversal time. So even like here, bull market, you see we always were inside the Bollinger band, bear market always inside, and only when there was a reversal time we finally moved very high from the Bollinger bands on the daily scale. And then after that we had this experience of the bear market. So the reversal happened as soon as we broke the Bollinger bands on the daily chart. And this is what is happening now. This is what we're experiencing. But still, I think that we didn't go that far from that. Again, I think that we need to go a little bit lower, maybe to 5,000 or something like that. Those ticks actually were quite a bit of there, but considering all the previous things which I just mentioned, I think we need to make a little bit like one more leg down, and then only then return back to the Bollinger bands and see the reversal finally to the bull territory. So this is my standpoint. I hope it was useful for you. If it is, please leave a like and a comment, subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you tomorrow in the next update. Safe trading, guys. Goodbye.